So, parents, grandparents, faculty, staff, students, it's a pleasure to welcome you to grades 1, 2, and 3 of Winter Concert. With these concerts, with the absolutely magical line of the New York Stock Exchange tree last night, if you weren't there to see that, we had students perform there as well. And then with this weather, I think we're all getting into the holiday spirit. Hope you join me in the holiday spirit. This concert will add to that enthusiasm, anticipation, and excitement for the holiday season. Now, it's a very special concert, as you can tell. And really to explain a little bit more about this program and the other program that the Fine Arts Department will be presenting, I would like to introduce Lisa Nowicki, the Director of Fine Arts at Lamont Manhattan.
Very special day, of course, for us at Lamont Manhattan. We are going to, in just a moment, experience the debut performance of our violin program, which we know will bring us joy for years to come. And it's also the first time that we've combined the grades like this, having a big first through third concert. And I'm very excited about the future of music at Lamont when I see these kids behind me who are our future. And as a middle and upper school teacher, I cannot wait until they move up through the ranks through this wonderful program and through our chorus program, and some will go to our band program, and just see where they're going to be at the time that they graduate in this very room. And I would also like to acknowledge our art teachers who recently had a wonderful art show. Their art had to be taken down for events in this room, but we brought you the art show behind the kids on the screen up there before the show started, and we will continue to show the artwork at the end of the day today. And so I wanted to acknowledge our art teachers, Andrew Yost and Lynn Baldinger, for their wonderful show. To hear the wonderful sounds of our violin, and I would like to turn it over to our wonderful teacher, Hannah Picasso.
Good morning. Thank you so much for coming today. This was a very exciting fall at Lamont Manhattan. Most of our students held a violin for the very first time in September, and it is astounding and amazing to me how quickly and thoughtfully and joyfully they have been learning. We can't wait to share our music with you this morning.
Banana You may have noticed that in addition to playing, we sing all of our songs on words and on solfege. Solfege is a method of learning pitch in which different syllables are assigned to each note of the scale. Using solfege helps us to be able to sing in our head and connect the notes we sing to the notes we play. This helps us to grow as musicians and is an important step in eventually learning how to read music. All of that is down, down, make
phenomenal. So, Ms. Picasso, please. And absolutely preparing the children for this event, we have to also thank all the Homer teachers for being here at each rehearsal. I'm sure you've been hearing about these wonderful rehearsals and the impressive ability for the children to stand for all of these times. That does take a lot of effort. They've actually been working on how to move their legs around so they don't get tired. So to all the Homer teachers, another round of applause. And to all of you for coming, thank you so very much. This does begin our holiday season. We started last week with our pre-K and kindergarten. This week we have our fabulous first, second, third grade violinists. And next week we will have our fourth and fifth graders with the band and chorus concert as well. So we invite you to those events, but wish you all a happy